Welcome to Right Relief, aiding rural community schools and orphanages in Africa. New addition is not the awning, but the tent on top. So just having this mounted, it's a bit of an ordeal, as everything. So we are actually moving up in the world. We did buy a dome tent, ground tent, but we've decided to go back with roof tenting. So that's that. Right, so here we go. New house on the roof, and yeah, time to hit the road soon. Okay, so we're back at the radio installation place, where we're actually yet again having a job done on the head unit. So yeah, we're having a second screen attached, if it will be compatible, as we used it in the last Land Rovers. So let's see what happens. So this is what we're dealing with. And the idea is to attach this boy in the center. So let's see how this works out for us. It never ends when you change vehicles and you have a Land Rover Defender. Okay everybody, excuse the mess. These frames, there's one here with the aluminium end, this one I've lost. Now the frames will be going onto the windows here, and on both sides, and when they're mounted they will be riveted, and I'll have PC screens mounted inside, which will eventually be attached to the laptop. So yeah, as in my last Land Rover 130, I had these and I took them out when I sold it. And yeah, I can watch movies in the bush and play while I'm driving sponsored footage. Alright, so it's for social events in the bush where the campsites and everyone can come and join me, which they've done in the past, and watch movies. And yeah, this is my latest addition. I just added a fridge console. I'm based in Cape Town, South Africa, for those that don't know. I've just purchased this a couple of months ago, so I'm in the process of accessories and customization. Right, now what you'll see here is my latest acquisition. This single DIN radio, which pulls out into a screen, and I've added this as well, this screen which was on my last Land Rover, so you can see basically both. Okay, just let me turn this aircon off, which the Puma aircon is pathetic because you can't go up or down, you can't go sideways. Only these work, basically. And because it's in your face, or at least in your passengers' faces behind you, the racket and noise is crazy. Of course, the TD5 had them running down the whole lot, the whole width of the vehicle. So let me turn this down. That's better. Okay, as mentioned, I've just purchased the vehicle, so I'm customizing it. I like my DVDs. I'm old school. This unit is a Pioneer system. I've also got a USB which I can add music as well. So yeah, should you be stuck in traffic or you want to glance every couple of minutes at your screens, up to you. Also got a camera to take pictures and video footage of basic arseholes in front of me. I just purchased this suction mount. It's very strong. So I'm going to close this to show you the functions of this radio. And I'll tell you now, I'm in Cape Town, South Africa, and I went the route of buying the whole trim so I can have a double DIN unit as I did in my TD5. But big issues. Reasons are, I bought it from a 4 shop, which they sold to me, and they asked me to take a picture of the computer screen telling me it was a 10-inch. Not the case. And so basically what happened is I went to this guy's to buy the radio and fit it, and it wouldn't work. It was too small. This I think is a 6/7 7-inch, and it still wouldn't fit. The screen, the controls are down the side and you can't touch it, and when you're driving you need to be very understanding that the terrain doesn't allow for you to faff around here and take your time and your eyes off the road. Whereas with this, it's touchscreen, and you can just okay, look, we're going to change the volume. I'm nowhere sponsored, paid for this. I'm just giving guys some ideas. Right, so now you can go down. So it's easy to touch, of course, you know, USB, Bluetooth. You can have a camera on the rear attached if you would like. I don't have, I still have to. Money is an object. I've spent absolute thousands. I've got a solar panel on the roof too, which I've just added, and yeah, Victron, etc, etc. So this is, of course, the DVD playing on both, and this, as I say, is an old screen from my Landy before, which I found in my box of tricks and had it installed recently after having this done about a few weeks ago. So we're going to close this. I'm still learning how to use this, and as you can see, it closes and opens in the same manner. So this is a single DIN. The only issue with this unit is that you can't access your hazards, stroke, warning, and of course windscreen wipers, etc. for the rear, which I'm not interested in. We don't have those problems in South Africa where you need to utilize those. But of course this is an issue, so I'd like to stick it in here, this panel on the side. I think it's called a gang, where you have all these switches, which are, yeah, and of course this cigarette lighter. I need another one at least. So the hazard light won't fit into this socket, unfortunately. We tried it out, it's too big. So we're going to have to move this eventually. This is a National Lunar fridge freezer dual battery controller, which, since having the screen fitted, the guy pulled, and now it's not working. So I don't know how to go about starting that. Yeah, I've got two batteries. This came with the vehicle. This torch, which I'm going to remove. You need every inch, and everything has to work for you in a Defender, and this is a waste of time, and it doesn't even bloody work anyway. So that will come out and be replaced with variety of accessory switches, etc. So let's talk about the trim, the double din and the single din. The one I purchased, the trim, was a gloss black, and it came from China. In South African currency, which is called the rand, I paid 4,000, which is ridiculous. It came in a box with China writing the whole 9 yards, probably from Temu, and may have cost a couple of dollars or a couple of pounds. And you couldn't make this bigger, the trim for that China piece of shit, that gloss black, because it was too brittle. It will just crack and then bang, you lost all your money. So because the guy gave me the wrong information, I took it back. We had a bit of an altercation, and he gave me a refund. So I went back to the radio guys, and this is basically in stock all they could find for me. A single din that opens, I'll open it again for you. So you'll see this disappears now, all these controls. See, I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's try this again. Right, let's open the screen. And now you'll see you've lost now all those items behind. So one I will have to move, which a majority of people do anyway. This side panel here, these switches. So yeah, it has its pros and cons, but going the trim, plastic trim from China, for those that it works out for, good for you, well done, congrats on that. But for me, it was a serious issue. Finding a screen big enough. This is around 6-7 inch. You can Google Pioneer and check out I can find my box and give you the model number should you decide to go the route of Pioneer, or perhaps a different brand. But it does stick out far, as you can see, from the actual dashboard. But as I said, I've recently added this screen, so you're not looking down the whole time. Apparently you can also do Wi-Fi and use, say, your YouTube, what have you, on here as well. So that's something I'm not clued up on. I've got to sort out. It's not a biggie. Having my USB and DVDs, which I have thousands of, is okay right now. So yeah, this is another little issue which I'm trying to sort out. Is this bad boy called the A-pillar. Now, I'm a big chap, and I got a problem with my back and my left leg, and have since pulled my left arm out too. So getting in the Landy, and it's got heightened rails, if you can see, you'll see here, through all this shit here, which I paid for to be mounted. This, as you can see, yeah, I paid 1,800 rand at an auto electrician, and it's come off. It's loose, but it is ideal. It goes to -20. Yeah, I think it's 12 liters. I'm not sure. I can't remember now, but it's really handy. You got an armrest because I took the cubby hole out. I need to sort this area out because you need a shit cupboard, basically. Yeah, I just realized, looking at the floor now, that I've lost my GPS. It's fallen off. So yeah, that's just come off. The wife didn't mention it's on the floor between her legs. I'm going to have to look for the holder now. Anyway, so yeah, this is basically my system. Just a bit of, it's not a brag of sorts. It's just basically this sits here. So yeah, there's a few things on top here. Yeah. Anyways, So next, what I would like, which I sold unfortunately with the last Landy, there was a console that went right across the roof. It's a fantastic console, which was made by a local chap in Cape Town. Since I sold it, I can't find them again, because I definitely need a console, a roof console. Anyway, I've got some interior lighting which I've purchased, and it cost me 1,800 Rand, which was a strong amount as well. And unfortunately, the guy that did this job said he would do it for me, and he's not answering anymore. I've also lost my mains lead, which goes from my fridge freezer, which is at the back. It's actually in the house at the moment. It's very big. It's called Flex, the brand, same as this here. Very good brand. So they've stolen basically the lead with the transformer, so I can't actually utilize it in the mains, only via my Anderson plug inside the car, which is unfortunate, so I need to buy that. Yeah, so lots to do. It's a continuation of my last 5 Landys of doing them up as you like to customize accordingly. This is my first Puma 2.2, and yeah, I will be updating as I go on if that's your thing. I'm creating a YouTube channel just to, basically, I've been taking footage right from the beginning of the vehicle being delivered to me on a transporter, and yeah, just those that might be interested, thanks for your time and watching this 14-minute video. Cheers, guys. And you may whatsoever message me, no worries, should you want any information or something. Cheers.
Whichever way that this wind may blow us, we'll be driving down that road to you, with Landys and 4x4s, with stationery galore, through sun and dust and thunderstorms. When I was afraid, you held my hand. When I couldn't read, you made a plan. And now all the stronger we stand.